We left the Bonne Vista for Sault Trinity and stopped at the Trinity Lighthouse. This lighthouse site was a fort point established in 1748 by the British in order to protect their mercantile assets that were kept in Trinity. In 1871, this site became a lighthouse. When we were there, the lighthouse was still closed for the season.
So this is made in Newfoundland. It's rum.
Oh, iceberg
and
rum.
They make it using iceberg water. There was a guy telling me how they have a machine that harvests icebergs and brings back the iceberg water. And so then they can use it to make all these beers and rums and all that stuff that we've been drinking. So we're going to taste it now.
Okay.
So here goes. And by the way, I've tasted iceberg water here, and I tasted glacier water up in Alaska. So here goes. Tastes like rum.
It's only the rum count.
It really overpowers the flavor of the iceberg. We had two trails, the Savage Head Loop and the Sugar Loaf Loop, that were very close to our campsite. After dinner, we chose to hike on the Salvage Head Loop, which was 4.3 kilometers instead of the 6.5 kilometer Sugarloaf Loop. Both trails had maximum elevations of 115 meters, or 350 feet. This trail is not too long, but it just did a big climb. It was kind of wet. It seemed an ATV had driven up it earlier on, and where the tire tracks were, it had become little rivers. So the trail's pretty moist, even though there's a little creek right beside it. Oh, Kai's found a friend. No, it's gone. Sorry, Kaya.
Here's the trail. You're probably gonna go all the way to that top. Oh, here is the rabbit. There, he's gone. Kaya is looking the wrong way. This trail in South Trinity is one of the challenger ones. Yeah, it's straight climbing up. That's the town, Trinity.
This trail, it said it goes up 350 feet. We're doing well. So that's where the trail's going. Always hard to tell steepness through a camera, but you can kind of see the angle of the trees a little bit here. I think we get a good view later. It's still kind of obscured by trees.
We made the 1 kilometer.
I don't know. I'm looking at the names. So you got
1 kilometer.
So apart from Green Island Cove, listen to all the other names. Savage Loop, Devil's Rocks, Naked Man, Maggoty Cove. Just so uplifting and positive sounding. The trail gets really nice right here. These trees are gorgeous. And it's shady to a point. I guess in the middle of a hot summer, this would be still hot and could even have bugs. But today, in a t-shirt, it's just perfect. And that's climbing. Such a beautiful, sunny day. Kaya's been enjoying this. She keeps on spotting rabbits. So here's what we got at the first lookout. Look at that cute little island. And the other interesting thing is that over there is a new house. Now that used to be a boondocking site, but they have closed off the road, put up a private do not enter, and it's got a gate. But it used to be advertised on iOverlander as a boondocking site. So we'll have to tell them that it doesn't work. So the trail comes up to here, and it sure seems like it would make a neat campsite for backpacking. So I guess we'll go back on the trail now.
The trail just looks like a maze.
Kaya's enjoying this trail.
Oh, of course, because she saw lots of rabbits. The amazing thing is that the whole trail, just us. There's nobody here. Why I knew that? Because there was absolutely no cars at the trailhead.
I haven't checked the weather. When I look out to this ocean, it kind of seems a little cloudy out there. I wonder if there's rain coming. Anyway, this is a really neat trail around this cape. Okay, so the trail has led out to the edge here, but we're way up. The forest here doesn't stand up very well to the weather, does it? But it is a glorious afternoon. There's a cool breeze, but we're not fighting the wind. And then from here, when you look out, you can see settlement, like towns. I think it's more than one, off in the distance. Oh, just a glorious trail. Right, Jenny? Okay, so they put up a sign specifically for Kaya. Keep your dog on a leash and away from the cliffs. So we just climbed up a fair amount.
It's 2 kilometers.
Oh, we're at the 2-kilometer mark. Wow, you get a lot of excitement very quickly on this trail.
Yeah.
So we come out here to where there's a sudden descend, obviously for a creek down there. Just enjoy the views here. Wow. Oh, this is pretty bad here. Yeah. We're still way up above that water. Okay, so we've just come over a hill, and the lighthouse, barely visible at the end of the point. We're parked very close to that. It's in a bit of a dip, so you can't see Little Gray from here. So Jenny's just getting caught up to us. Kaya's just so anxious. She had me going quite quickly along the trail. This trail goes up and down and up and down. The neat thing about where we've come out to is it appears to be a very, very tiny, dried out lake, pond. Oh, what's Kaya found? What has Kaya found? Oh, what a view! And now, Little Gray is all on her own in a green pasture. Kaya's disappointed I made her stop and tied the leash to a tree so that I can look out at, there's the point with the lighthouse on it. And then beyond that, you can see part of the village there. And part of the village is there. And it looks distinctively different than the fishing towns we saw further up the coast. The buildings are mostly light colored here. It's not all a variety of all the colors of the rainbow. At this point in the trail, you seem to have a better view of the town. And there's the access road we used to get in here.
We got to the Canadian flag, so we think that might be the top. Is that top?
It looks like it.
Okay.
You look all the way around here, it doesn't get any higher.
Oh. Whoa. The wind. Oh, we're back to that house again.
Yeah.
From the flag, the trail goes down. That makes sense. So, if that's the highest part. Oh, there's a tree on the trail. We just left our gorgeous campsite and heading into Trinity for a hike. The rating for the trail is really high, and it's a loop. I like loop because you don't repeat.
Yeah, that's always nice.
I think the trail called the Skirwin Trail.
Today's trail is quite open and pretty level, but we've come out to a very interesting site only because I was looking at this rock and thinking how cool it was from way back all the way around the whole cove over by the lighthouse. And right now I'm here looking at it up close and it looks the same shape. I don't know if I have any other intelligent comment to make, but I'm looking at it up close now.
There's something before here.
You know, I'm forever seeing bits of wreck right by the shore. I'm thinking it's somebody must have had something actually installed there. Maybe something was dumped here way before it was developed. And there's some more rocks. And then there's another one right out there. One seagull on the top. Oh, I've lost them. Okay, that says that it's a really good place to make my video. Oh. Anyway, there's that rock and that one. And finally I can get a picture of these, although there's still vegetation a bit in the way. Okay, that is not just rock further up. It's actually like an island. Let's go look through here. See? Oh wait, it is attached. A little bit. There's a beach down there. Yeah. Wow. What's out here? Danger for one thing. Yes, up on that hill over there, there's people. That's where we're hiking to. Well, this is a safer lookout. Still looking foggy out there. A little more so than when I noticed it yesterday evening.
Look at this.
Oh, the nice little canopy. And yet all the way down there's nothing.
No, you look like a gazebo.
Yeah.
Nature.
A natural gazebo.
Yeah, natural gazebo.
Yeah. Oh, that is pretty. Look at this little kind of enchanted looking piece of forest. Got to a place we were looking at a couple of seconds ago, it seems. Oh, that's not what I was referring to. It's that plateau there. There's a group of people out there. Okay, let's go to it. Kaya's just dragging Mom at full force there. She's so excited.
Yeah, just look here.
The sun came out for me to take this clip. Wasn't that nice of it? So way over there is where we are on that wood-surrounded lookout. she's not at all concerned that I'm not following. Usually she is.
Is Kaya tired?
She's slowing down.
We were there on that cliff. There was a tree there. And right now we're all here. We just came out of that trail. So right now I got one extra level higher. You could see that cliff and some people standing there. Looks like far. Took us probably 10 minutes walk from there to here. Here's another jet out. But what we're gonna do is climbing there.
Oops, she's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a nice little gravel beach. And it is right across from the lighthouse in which we camped last night. And that little mountain over there is the one we did our hike in yesterday afternoon. So specifically, this area is called Port Rexton, right beside Trinity. From Trinity, we went to English Harbour and camped there. We saw a fox in front of our van. We didn't tell Kaya so that she wouldn't make a noise.
She's smart. She suddenly realized that.
She understands what the cameras are. We'd had to park here because the road was so rough beyond it, but you got a beautiful view of the sea here. For the nightly dog walk, we set off up this much rougher section of road. It was incredibly windy. Well, we certainly have a nice little trail to walk on here. Well, we could drive on it, but it's not a maintained road. And there's a lot of big rocks in it. And anyway, we need the exercise. Look at the view. And although it was quite warm earlier today, I was in a t-shirt. I've got 2 sweaters on. And the temperature dropped markedly as we entered English Harbour. So we are heading up this road towards the lighthouse, but it's 10 kilometers. It'd be nice to drive it, but although this section doesn't look too bad, other sections are really bad for big rocks in the road. It'd be very annoying to drive on. Well, it's nice here where the trees are. Ooh, what happened there? That looks like access to the hydro pole. So we were going down the road, and all of a sudden, I looked to the side, and there's this high mountain lake here. Just to give you an idea. Well, that's not going to mean anything. The ocean is way, way down over there. So what I found was, as I'm walking along, I look at the ocean and I look at the land. It's just giving me the idea we are really, really high up. The ocean is quite calm. This road, I'm assuming that the reason they don't maintain it anymore is because they decommissioned the lighthouse. So we're basically in an area where there might have been tourists, you know, people that like to see lighthouses, but there's no one here. We haven't seen a soul all day except for one fox. And Kaya is just so excited, which means she's smelling wildlife.
So they've determined we're gonna have to get to that corner. You wanna get to that corner? This is the corner. What did you see?
Oh, we have to go a little further.
Okay.
We're not at the top yet.
Oh.
Can't see over it.
So here is the top, and which is the corner. You gotta get a corner. It's very high. So then you got here, and you can see far away over there. It's another corner. It's not that far, 2.6 from here. But then when you get back, then it's another 5 kilometers. Will be 10 kilometers in this wind. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so this is the sign on the road. So they were saying you couldn't keep driving because there's nowhere to turn around. You'd have to back out. and I think we've got 2 more kilometers to go, maybe a bit more. And then there's Gate across the road up there. So as I walk along this road here at this crest, I get a good view down the shore. It's pretty rugged. We can't see it for most of the way. We discovered a ship was passing quietly in front of our van. Unfortunately, Kaya found it very creepy and started barking. You're okay. You're okay.
We're leaving English Harbour. And look at that beautiful red house. We're at a random island. What is the name? Random Island. And this is the trail in Random Island around this pond. The trail is not a random trail, right?
I didn't know. It's Long Pond Trail.
Oh, Long Pond Trail. Kaya loves those long grass.
This tree is hitchhiking. He's got himself so entwined in the other tree that he's still standing, and yet he's as dead as a doornail, and not even on the ground.
It's not fair for this tree.
No, he's having to support the other tree.
And already dead.
And I was going to say, there's not much left of the other tree other than the fact that he goes all the way to the ground. There's a tiny bit of green at the top. Kaya, are we going, or are you turning around? Or you keep eating grass? Ah.
I don't want her to eat a lot of grass. She's gonna bring it up.
That's right. Oh, this is a nice bridge.
Yeah.
Natural.
That's a lake. The trail around this lake.
I asked you, I thought the name on it's Long Pond, not Long Lake. Long Pond.
What's here say?
No fires, no camping, no littering.
Okay. Oh, that's a place. Doesn't say anything.
It could be sideways too.
Oh, look at this trail. I guess I see that a lot. It's just pretty in the woods beside the lake. Yeah, it's a pond, not lake. Haven't started yet. I got a rest area. Got chairs, yellow chairs, and a red table. That's our little gray. She's hiding behind the trees.
Oh, good girl. Yeah.
Kaya
Good
pose.
there, isn't it, Kaya?
Yeah, she's posing.
Yeah.
Trailblaze. The trail is a loop.
This is a really cool log cabin. It's made with the side of logs that are more common here in Newfoundland. Very nice. The trail has a lookout here. So this goes to the edge of the island and looks down onto the, I guess you'd call this an inlet? This is an island, but what's across the water then is a peninsula.
From Random Island, we moved to Dildo for Father's Day. Oh, there's a dog greeting Kaya.
Can you imagine your address as being on Reverend Petley's Lane in Dildo, Newfoundland?
What's wrong?
Well, it's just a contradiction.
Dildo is famous because of the name, but It's very pretty. We could put our dinghy on the water. Do you think?
We could, yeah. So there's no doubt where we are when the city name is that big on the side of the mountain. So Jenny's just down there. It's pretty busy here. We're actually going over there, the Dildo Brewery, to have our Father's Day drink and lunch. Well, there's a couple of parking spots have freed up. There's no line up out the door. That's a good sign. So let's go see if I can get myself a drink for Father's Day.
Kai is so eager, wants to go into the bar. So we're here waiting to be seated in the restaurant, and it's very busy because it's Sunday and it's Father's Day. And we have a dog.
Yeah.
It's only on the patio and the lower patio, so we have to wait.
On this beautiful patio, somebody has passed out on the ground. My mom. She's enjoying this.
How's your Dildo beer?
It's very, very nice. Yep. Feels really good going down when you swallow it. Having been on the East Coast now for over a month, we finally got fish and chips.
Cod fish and chips.
Yeah, well, cod's good. Wow, that house is really colorful. So Kaya's had a friend come from a local house who's off leash, and he's very eager. And he wants to play chase too, but we can't let Kaya off because he already ran across the street and the car had to swerve.